the European Insurance Forum on RIN TV, sponsored by IDA Ireland.
I'm here in Dublin for the European Insurance Forum, which is being hosted by the Dublin International Insurance and Management Association, and it's being attended by global industry leaders and experts and commentators. And the theme of the conference is to really look at the shape of the insurance and reinsurance industries over the next 18 months and look at possible risk horizons. Now, I had the opportunity to chat to Sarah Goddard, who's the CEO of DIMA, and also Ireland's Public Expenditure Minister, Brendan Howlin. Here are the highlights of those discussions.
And we actually set up this event back in 1999 as a way of bringing the marketplace together here in Ireland and also showing our connectivity with people elsewhere. So we invite people to come and speak to us about some of the global issues which are affecting our members and the industry in general.
How has Dublin been able to position itself at the heart of the global insurance industry, and what makes it so attractive as a domicile?
Over the years, more and more reinsurers and insurers have seen the benefits of what was the original offering, which was pan-European access, cheap, young, highly intelligent labour force. Now that kind of changed a few years ago, but we're seeing the value proposition getting better and better all the time. So what we've created now here, through a number of different areas, a number of different reasons, is a real hub of activity. What we also have is a public service that understands the value of the business to the Irish economy. There's actually been a growth in that there have been companies who've looked at centralising their European operations so they can use capital more efficiently in the future under the Solvency II environment. So certain companies, insurance companies and reinsurance companies, have decided that their structure will be to have a hub operation in Ireland with branches in various countries around the EU, but with everything actually ultimately being controlled and being managed out of the Irish operation and regulated within Ireland by the Central Bank of Ireland.
Minister, thank you so much for joining us. Recent elections across the EU have shown a distinct lack of support for the strict austerity measures being implemented. Have they gone too far? In your opinion, are they even necessary?
Well, I can't expect that there will be popular support for budget cutting anywhere. That's perfectly understandable. I welcome the change. This government here in Ireland welcomes the change in view in the Eurozone and at EU level, that we need obviously to have budget discipline. We need to ensure that we work towards sustainable debt, but at the same time we need to ensure that we are giving hope to our people by creating jobs and stimulating depressed areas of our Eurozone.
Would Greece's departure from the Eurozone be a good or bad thing, do you think, for the future of the Euro?
I think every member of the Eurozone has made it clear that we want to maintain the family intact. I think it's important that we work out our difficulties. We have to do that in a very honest way, and the dialogue between member states has to be an open and an honest one, but it has to be done with respect, and it has to be done in a way that is supportive, so that the weak support the strong. And I think that there is still a real prospect of working out solutions that enable all members of the Euro family to remain part of that family.
And what impact do you think this is going to have on Irish industry and trans-European trade? I
think that there's a recognition that the Eurozone is the future currency that will be supported and maintained right across Europe. And in the Irish context, we want to be at the heart of it. We want to continue to attract foreign direct investment. We've done that very successfully. So that people know that Ireland will remain at the heart of Europe, will remain the gateway for many foreign companies to access European markets. We have a highly educated, English-speaking workforce. We have a very good tax regime, and we have a good environment for investment.
Some leaders in Europe have suggested that Ireland needs to reconsider its relatively low corporate tax rate.
I think it's something I point out always to my European colleagues, that our tax rate is clear. What you see is what you get. Many of our European colleagues talk about a higher tax rate, but when you drill down, if you take regional discounts within states and so on, they don't operate a tax regime all that different from ours. So what we say we will do, and when I say that the corporation tax rate that is there will remain a strategic part of our development strategy, that will be the case.